Hello lovely heads, welcome home. My name is Starlight aka Hippie Gamer Chick and I'm obsessed with gaming and spirituality. I've missed you all so much and I've missed filming so much. Today's video is going to be hard for me to talk about as my family has just been through a tragedy, and this is why I haven't filmed for quite a while and haven't uploaded anything. And I apologise for that from the bottom of my heart. I've really missed doing this and I think getting back into it again will give me some kind of purpose and distraction. A few weeks ago I got a frantic call at 7 AM from my brother stating that our family home had burnt down. He then quickly assured me that our family had made it out, except sadly for one of the dogs, Pixie. I was in absolute shock. I rushed straight to the scene and it was absolutely traumatizing walking through what used to be a sanctuary for me, and especially finding Pixie. She was the most beautiful dog and she followed my mum around like a little lost lamb. It was a huge loss and extremely heartbreaking, but I'm just so thankful that my mum, my dad and my brother are alive. Seeing the house I grew up in burnt to the ground and walking through the ashes is one of the most traumatic experiences I've had of my life. My mum suffered from 3rd-degree burns on her body and 1st-degree on her face and severe smoke inhalation. She was rushed to hospital and put in an induced coma, which she's now been taken out of and is at emergency accommodation while she's recovering. It is a miracle that she survived. She was in direct contact with the fire and it's a miracle that any of them got out of it. My father had bad smoke inhalation, but he's okay physically, and my brother had smoke inhalation as well. But he also survived. He does have some cuts from smashing a window, but yeah, it's just been an absolute blur since then. Even though they are all physically okay, mentally we're all suffering, and it's been extremely hard to grasp that this could ever even happen. You kind of take for granted those things. Like, I always thought I would have that house to go back to. I always thought my children would go see their grandparents at the house. Not that I have children yet, but it's just been somewhere that I have so many memories in. Everything was lost in the fire, like all of their precious photos, all of our family videos, so many beautiful photo albums and keepsakes and sentimental things that were given to my family from people that had passed away. There was a lot that was lost. Obviously, if you've ever been through a fire, I am so sorry, because it's absolutely horrific and there are just some things that you can never replace. It does put things into perspective, like you realise how important it is obviously that they're all alive. It still doesn't stop it from hurting, from losing those things that you work so hard for. Like, my family had worked so hard to build that house and to pay it off, and unfortunately they were underinsured. They didn't have full insurance and they had no contents insurance, so they're going through that process right now. But I have made a GoFundMe. I'll link that down below, so if you guys can donate anything, even if it's $5, any amount counts, because it is a huge help and it will go towards replacing their belongings. It'll go towards helping them to rebuild a new property, remove the debris, everything. It's just all helpful. Even medical costs. My mum is still getting treated for her burns and there'll be a lot of trauma treatment and things like that going on as well. So yeah, in saying all of that, it's made me thankful for what I do have. It's made me not take the possessions I have for granted. I did a huge clean out afterwards. I also have been working hard to get my parents some of the things that they need. They're both very humble, and my dad is just a typical hardworking man. He works hard, but he also is extremely generous. It's just the last people that you'd ever want this to happen to. Not that it would be fair to happen to anybody, but they're just such a generous family, so it's horrible that this has happened to them. So I do want to start making videos again. I want to get back into gaming. I really miss it. I just haven't had a chance. My brother was staying with us because he had nowhere to stay. They're actually homeless and they're in emergency accommodation at the moment. And obviously my mum was in hospital for a while. Dad was staying with a family member, but it's been really horrific, and the last thing I've wanted to do is film. But I'm going to push myself to start doing it again because it makes me happy, and I know that I can still enjoy myself and distract myself with gaming and also give advice when I can. the irony in all of this is like I talk about coping with anxiety and things, and I'm still using those coping mechanisms, but then when like something like traumatic happens, dealing with trauma is a whole other thing, and it's something that you just never expect to happen. I'm just taking one day at a time at the moment. I'm lucky I've got beautiful family members to support me. And yeah, just tell your loved ones that you love them every day. You never know when it can be taken away. Like when I first got that phone call, I thought my brother was going to tell me that my parents had passed. So it was extremely relieving to hear that they were okay. I still wasn't sure what was happening though when they said she was putting into induced coma and things like that. I wasn't sure if she was going to even survive. So it's been really, really difficult, but we're alive. And if you're watching this, you are too, so just take a deep breath in and be thankful that you're alive, and be thankful for the ones that are in your life that mean something to you and that show you they love you. I'm gonna pop some photos up so you can see some of my house. It's horrible. I hate looking at it.
This is my room. That's Trisha's room in the front. It's a mess, isn't it? Big hole there.
Careful, Dad. Pigs. Yeah, it's just doesn't feel real, but it's something that I have to face, and we all have to face, and we are gonna pull through this. So yeah, thank you guys. I love you so much. If you want to watch my videos and help support my channel, please click on the subscribe button down below. You could also follow me on Instagram. I'll put my handle right here. I'll probably also have a Twitch, which I've been really bad with, but I'm going to get back into, so I'll put that here as well. And please don't forget to check out the GoFundMe, donate if you can, and also share it. That would mean the absolute world to me and my family in this time. And yeah, remember, if you can be anything, please be kind. Peace, love, and vibe on. Mwah.